Okay, thanks very much. My name is Mark Walczyk, founder of Mohawk Machine Works, based in my hometown of Amsterdam, New York. And as Julianne said, Mohawk is a startup OEM that manufactures commercial machinery and equipment. So, let's try and frame the problem that we're solving here with our equipment. If you look around the page, you've got 10 commercial applications from around the globe, and each and every one of those operations relies on having clean and dry surfaces to succeed. Except for the fact that current technology and methodologies are crude, outdated, and in some cases simply not effective at all. So on millions of job sites, you end up having crews just sitting around waiting for things to dry. And this costs contractors and government agencies thousands of dollars in downtime and lost production each year. And this month is just the perfect example. I can't tell you of how many jobs right now are being delayed because of this horrible wet weather this spring. So, a picture's worth 1,000 words. I don't know what a video's worth, but this is our air saver in action. And it's game-changing technology for these crews out there because it employs high-velocity heated air, and it puts it down immediately on the surface where it's needed. It removes all standing water and loose debris and immediately starts drying. Our systems are time savers for the companies who use them, and we can size them for any size job, whether that's an interior application where you're laying tile in a hallway or you're trying to clear an airport runway. Along with productivity and labor savings, our customers are also very interested in our product because it helps them with dirty, dangerous, labor-intensive jobs, where right now there's a high turnover rate and a high no-show rate, and it's really getting worse with this tight job market, especially in the airport segment where they have to have security clearances to have employees out on the airfield. Having no-shows is a big hitter for those guys right now. Come on, clicker. Okay, so in terms of customer value proposition, creating customer value stories has been our key to success. On the left-hand side here, you'll see some fringe products that have come out, but they're not commercially successful right now because they're very expensive and they're very expensive to maintain. And then our largest competitor is what you see up on top. It's basically the status quo, where you've got the wrong tools for the job. You've got a guy standing up there on the roof of a high school after a downpour trying to dry the entire roof with an air hose, or guys trying to clear a Home Depot parking lot with a leaf blower. So our equipment is the right tool for the job. They save valuable time, and they eliminate costly bottlenecks that all these customers are dealing with on a daily basis. And when we do a demo, we overwhelmingly get the scenario of, well, this is how we've done it for years. And then when they see our equipment in action, they realize there's a better way. We've confirmed multiple large markets for our products across transportation and infrastructure, with decades of future growth with new products and enhancements. It's a diverse customer mix, primarily of commercial companies as well as municipal and government DOT agencies, as well as a large military operation for any airfield or carrier deck. Projected sales volumes that we're showing here are actually very conservative given the enormous size of this market and the number of units that could be deployed just to have initial market penetration. And we're going to be doing a phased introduction of our product lines with the execution of with the Fuse Hub grant. Phase 1 is going to be our head pin target, where we're actually going to hit the largest number of markets with a common design, which is going to be modular. And then on phase 2, we're going to go after the larger segments where we have to have bigger equipment with a larger footprint for the airports and highways. For our sales approach, we're going to sell product through a combination of direct sales, rentals, and distribution partners. There's several key trade shows and publications that we'll be part of. And we also have a very unique opportunity by being a sponsor to motorsports sanctioning bodies. This will give us network TV coverage in multiple areas. Our equipment will be front and center during track drying operations, which are broadcast usually live, and it gives us incredible brand exposure. Anybody watch the Indy 500 this weekend? There you go. Two prime sponsors, United Rentals and Sealmaster, are actually target partners of ours for distributing, selling, and renting our products. So the strategy here is we work together, we deploy our equipment to dry the racetracks. We're the official sponsor of IndyCar, NHRA, IHRA, and then, oh, by the way, if you like the equipment that's drying the track today, go to your local Sealmaster branch or United Rentals branch tomorrow and put it to work on your job site. It's a win-win for everybody. In terms of traction, by far our biggest achievement has been confirming the product market fit through customer demos. We also have a very good launch customer in the Insurance Institute for Highway Safety. They bought a unit for their crash test site in Virginia, so we're an IHSS top pick, and they're actually interested in upgrading their machine, so that's very good news. And we've got customers who want to purchase our product, as well as sales and rental and distribution companies who want to sell our product. We'll be ready for full production as soon as we execute this Fuse Hub grant. Mohawk's a team of one, founded out of my garage. I have many years' experience in machine design with several patents issued. I've had great amount of help from the Small Business Development Council through Dick Frederick as my coach, and with all the other team players up there, Fuse Hub and CEG. And this Fuse Hub grant is going to take me to the next level. So what's my ask? Ideally, I'm looking for OEMs who have additional capacity, who can produce my product or components in the volumes that we expect. I'm also looking for partners to help grow the business. When we're done executing this Fuse Hub grant, we're going to be ready for prime time, so I'm looking to expand the business beyond myself and have a team in a brick and mortar facility. And any help that I can get through networking tonight is greatly appreciated. So thank you very much.
Mark, tell us about the IIHS application. What is it?
Oh, I'm sorry. So, the question, wait, did I shut this off? Okay. So IHS, they have a crash test facility down in Virginia where they do crash tests year-round, and they needed to keep the track dry, and they also have a huge 7-acre dome where they crash test out of the weather. They researched several products. I went down for a demo and made the final cut, and they actually chose my product to use at their facility. It's been running for 3 years straight. They're very pleased with it, and they're very interested in the next generation, which is going to add the combustion heating technology to help them dry even quicker.
So the application is primarily
any wet surface, water, loose debris, or no-brainers. For the interior applications for drying glue for commercial tile or carpeting, it would be a smaller system that would focus more on drying and airflow. We're seeing a lot more airports now with these crazy storms where you're getting snow down south and they're not equipped for it. FAA has a rule, 1 inch of snow or precipitation and they have to deploy. So our equipment can be used on the tarmacs and for those light snow applications where they can easily remove that before it gets a chance to ice up. And also on the de-icing ramps, the glycol that they use is very slippery to ground crews, and it's also very expensive. And the EPA tracks how much of that de-icing fluid gets into the environment. So our machines circling around that tarmac can corral that de-icing fluid and get it into the collection systems. Yes, sir?
What's the price point?
Price point varies based on size. So for a small version, for the commercial flooring, or a walk-behind version for the guys doing tennis court resurfacing and such, we're trying to keep it around the $3,500 to $4,000 price range for an entry point. When you get up to the large airport sizes and the highway sizes, 20 feet wide, they could be, 100 grand plus, but also the pieces of equipment that they buy for airports are in the $6 to $7 to $10 million range.
Let's give him a hand.